Hello, and welcome to another update video about Polkadot. Yeah, DOT saw a little bit an additional rally, you could say, here to the upside, but it didn't break outside of or to the upside of our descending wedge that we've been observing. So we're still tracking this movement here to the downside as overall an ending diagonal, which started on the 20th of February, goes to the downside here, is now in the target range, support range, and we're going to take a look at that now. The idea is that a larger degree fourth wave finished here on the 19th of February, and then we had a wave 1 to the downside, 2 to the upside, 3 to the downside, 4 to the upside, and a 5 to the downside. At least that's what we can interpret now. I mean, you can never rule out with these diagonals that it just keeps going. Yeah, there's, obviously this could just be the wave 3, okay? And then this could be the wave 4, and then the wave 5 is going to be down there somewhere. That's why all we can do is to identify the relevant target areas, the relevant target ranges for this move to the downside, which we did. The price respected it. The price, first of all, got there. The price is respecting these support levels. And if we see a reaction there, we take note of it and we pay attention to the structures and we watch if an impulse occurs to the upside. And if an impulse occurs, then it's potentially something bullish, and then we can keep tracking the upside and we can start to talk about the end of the bear market. But at the moment, while I think we are getting closer to the completion, I mean, there isn't much more space anywhere between where we are now and zero compared to where DOT is coming from. But there is currently zero. There are zero signals that an overall downtrend is over. I mean, pay attention to the channel. Pay attention to the descending wedge within the channel. Yeah, in this wave 5, which seems to be unfolding as a complex WXY structure, we have a descending wedge. So a break to the upside of the wedge would be a first indication that something is changing. At the moment, it's forming more like a head and shoulders pattern here, and it did react to our resistance area here today. Yeah, looks a bit like as if wave B of Z, because we're dealing with it's not a WXY correction, it's a WXYXZ correction, so a very complex correction. It seems like that Z wave is unfolding possibly even as a flat structure. I mean, I could also say the A wave finished here, but either way, resistance is all the way up to $4.13. So as long as the price stays below $4.13, a C wave should happen. Anything above that would not make it bullish. It would potentially just reset the X wave. Okay, it could just reset the X wave a little higher. There's a lot of space, so this could just turn into a larger 3-wave structure. So for the more imminent downside potential to, well, stay alive, and for the downside pressure to remain very active, I need to see that the price stays below $4.13, at least avoids a sustained break above it. It would force a reinterpretation of the corrective structure here. If the price breaks above it, it would then also break above the descending wedge. And yeah, it could spark a bit of a rally. But we would then need to look, I would probably first interpret this just as a reset of the X wave, and then the Z wave will be reset a little lower. But I will pay attention if something bullish occurs. The problem is, the move up here into the September highs was just a 3-wave move, nothing impulsive. So yeah, I remain focused on the downside, to be honest. Okay, and let's see what Bitcoin does. I mean, as I said, if we see with Bitcoin now, obviously there's still downside potential, but at some point we get a larger wave 2 correction, probably to the upside with like a relief rally. We talked about that in the Bitcoin video. I would imagine what DOT might do then is it could reset the X wave a little bit higher. So we would need to look at it when it happens, right? And it happens when we break above $4.12. And yeah, until it happens, however, it would be expected to move down in the C wave, obviously, maybe get one more low in the C wave of Z, and the next target would be $3.84. Below that level, we've got $3.73, as previously communicated. So far, no surprises here. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.